Establish radiant heart. 2 seed hands touch, outer elbows lift, circumferential expansion in the heart center, bowing to your heart center, honoring your practice, lifting from your heart, V-vector your arms, seed hands. Horizon eyes, keep your hips back behind your heart, low V, dig drag right, step wide right, dig drag left, step wide left, wide leg stance. Lift your left heel in, left forearm touches down, side coil, tribal stance. Right hand, ecstasy. Left hand, ecstasy. Parallel park your left femur bone back towards your hamstring and widen your hip. And then leap off. Dig drag right, right knee lifts. Press your right knee forward, right hip back. Right hip comes back faster than your right toes as you touch down, toes mounds. Dig drag right, leap up. Keep your heart lifted. Awareness in your heart space helps keep you lifted up. Sridhava triangle. Sit your hips back, heart forward, V-vector your arms. Touch down, 2 seed hands. Hips back, heart forward to keep your right side really nice and long. And then pulse. Wave leg, keeping a little bit of a bend in both knees. Reverse triangle. Right knee stays bent, left knee wave leg. Left hand touches, dome bright, right hand ecstasy, and pulse. Give priority to your side bodies first, right side body long first, and then rotate your belly, your heart, your head up towards the sky. Come back to center, V-vector your arms. Lift your heart and head, and switch sides. Left heel back, right heel in, right forearm comes down, tribal stance, left hand ecstasy arm. And pulse. Keeping a little bend in the back of your knee. Wave leg. 2 ecstasy arms, parallel park your right hip. Right femur bone goes back and wide. Dig drag left, left knee forward, left hip back faster than your left toes as you touch down. Keep your awareness in your heart space, the backside of your heart nice and full. As you leap up and touch down, top of your head stays lifted, eyes at the horizon, throat open, open mouth exhale, inhale, touch down, Sridhava triangle. Seed hands touch. Left side gets long here by taking your hips back, heart forward, and then pulse, pulsing your side bodies long, top of your head forward, heart stays resisting away from the earth. Reverse triangle. Seed hands lift, V-vector, right fingertips dome bright, left hand ecstasy, and pulse, giving priority to your left side, left hip back, left shoulder wide, pressing your heart away from the earth and then open up your belly towards the sky. Come back to center, seed hands, V-vector, right toes, root, right heel back, touch down, dome, slide bright, and hop. Stag leaps. Bend one knee, wave leg with the other. So you bend your right knee, wave leg left, bend your left knee, wave leg right, keeping your feet in earth foot so that the mounds of your feet are still pressing into the air. As you hop up, heart stays resisting away from the earth, tailbone lifts to the sky. Express your belly towards the back of the room, the back of your space. Touch down, wide leg stance, V-vector, lift your left heel, rotate left heel in. Tribal stance, Hercules clasp. Press your Hercules towards your right hip, send your right hip back and your heart forward. And then open up your belly, take the top of your head away from your shoulders. So your arms are pressing away from your heart, lifting your heart. Left hand touches the outside of your right knee, right hand ecstasy. Pressure with your right leg and your hand, help open up your belly, and then wrap for a bind. Left hand under your left thigh, right hand back behind your heart, lift your right heel, rotate right knee in, right hip wide, and then wave leg. Femur bones press back towards the back of your leg to root your hips. And then transitioning, blue moon. Left fingertips touch dome bright, Right fingertips dome on top of your right knee, left ear to left shoulder. Keep your heart resisting away from the earth. And revisit the bind, tribal stance. Right hand back behind your arm, or back behind your low back, left hand back behind your thigh, and then pulse, wave leg with their bind, keeping your throat open, gazing into the distance, horizon eyes. And then release, V-vector your arms, switch sides, left heel back, right heel rotates in, tribal stance, Hercules clasp. Press your Hercules clasp towards your left hip, send your left hip back, root your hips, and then rise from your low belly, heart stays wide and full, top of your head comes away from your shoulders. Right hand touches the outside of your left leg, 2 wave legs, left hand ecstasy. Keep your hips rooted as you unveil your belly forward, heart away from the earth, top of your head away from your shoulders, and then bind. Left hand back behind your low back, right arm under your right thigh. Take wave leg, root your hips, and then extend your belly and heart, entering into blue moon. Left dome on top of your left knee, right hand dome bright, right ear to right shoulder. Keep both side bodies long. Revisiting your bind. Left hand back behind your low back, right arm under your right thigh. Clasp. Squeeze the base of your palms so your shoulders widen. Breathe into your heart space, and then pulse, keeping wave leg, hips rooted back, heart propelled forward, and then come back to center, V-vector your arms. Touchdown, seed, dome, bright. Straddle hops. So here your hips should be nice and open from all that tribal stance work. Pelvic floor opens up towards the sky, belly expresses towards the back of your space, top of your head goes up and back. V-vector your arms. Lift your left heel, tribal stance again. Left forearm comes down. Blue moon. Left dome to bright, right hand touches your right knee, dome hand. Rotating your blue moon. Left ear to left shoulder. So here, really important to keep your ear to your shoulder and your hip, your standing leg hip rooted, femur bone rooted. And then your lifted knee, press your right knee up towards your belly, send your right femur bone down into your hip so your hip roots to the earth as your belly rises up. Come back to center, rotating, step back, zigzag with the right, V-vector your arms, 2 seed hands touch, and pulse. Pulsing your hips back, tailbone lifts, dig drag right, right toes forward, zigzag, and pulse. Keep your heart lifted, pelvic floor open. Coming back, wide leg stance. Step wide right, step wide left. Lift your right heel, rotate right heel in, right forearm comes down, left hand, V-vector, blue moon, dome bright, left hand touches your left knee, right ear to right shoulder, creating a relationship here is key for your rotation. Head back behind your shoulders as you rotate. Left knee stays up towards the sky so your left hip can root towards the earth. And then you lift your heart and your belly, taking your head away from your shoulders, breathing in, open mouth, exhale, tapering at your waist. Come back to center, step back, zigzag. 2 seed, hands touch, outer elbows lift, heart stays full. Left toes forward, zigzag, and pulse. Triangle pose. Left foot forward, right hip back. Both hips back behind your heart space and twist to the left. Left elbow lifts, left shoulder lifts, getting your left side long, side body's long, belly long. Once your side body's long, then you can get your front body long. Switch sides. Right toes forward, left toes back. Send your hips back behind your heart and twist to the right. Right elbow goes wide, right shoulder wide. Lift your right side up so that your right rib cage gets more expansion, and then twist to the right one more time. Side body's long, and then front body long, hips back, head lifts. Come back to center, Seed hands, outer elbows stay lifted. Wide leg stance, step wide right, step wide left. Side view, step wide right, step wide left. 2 seed hands touch, outer elbows stay wide so your heart stays nice and full. Hips back, head forward, rib cage comes parallel to the earth. Lift your heart away from the earth, then touch down, dome, slide right, either step or hop back, crouching cat. Keep your hips lifting towards the sky, twisted cat right, back cat right, right hand ecstasy, priority to your right side long, and then lower your hips, twist at your heart, take your head back, come back to center, back cat, dome bright with your right, slide back, twisted cat, crouching cat, twisted cat left, right ear to your right shoulder, left side really long, dome bright, left hand ecstasy, back cat, then lower your hips, rotate at your hips, then your belly, then your heart, then your head. Rotate at your hips, back cat, then your belly, heart, head, twisted cat, dome bright, left toes forward, crouching cat, come down to your knees, dome, seed, V vector. Hips behind your heart, head stays lifted above your shoulders, eyes at the horizon, ecstasy arms. Sit your hips back behind your heart, V vector your arms from your heart space, touch down, seed, elbows touch for your forearms. Crouching Sphinx, keep your belly long, hips lifted, hop forward and wide. Toes mounds, hop back, Crouching Sphinx. Wide leg, hop forward and wide. Touch down, Crouching Sphinx. You'll notice it's a little bit more challenging to keep the lift your belly long as you hop back. So you practice hopping up, wide leg stance, and hopping back. If you hop up and stick, lengthen your belly, take your femur bones towards the sky, pelvic floor towards the sky, top of your head away from your shoulders. Hop back, Crouching Sphinx, come back to center. Concluding your practice, Hero's Pose. Dome hands to seed hands. Keeping your radiance of your heart full, open your pelvic floor towards the earth so your channel, your radiant channel is open and expansive. 2 dome hands touch, globe, front of your heart space, honoring your practice, honoring your capacity to grow your heart space, and sharing your heart with the world. Bowing, opening, expanding. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.